Hi guys, it's Natalie. Today I thought it would be a fun idea to show you around a bit in our house here in Spain. So we're going to start in the guest house. This is our little casita. It consists of just a bedroom and a bathroom, and we rent it out on Airbnb. We are actually super hosts and guest favorite, so that made me very happy. Here is the view on our garden. And here through the window, you have a bit of a mountain view, little fridge. And here is the bathroom, which is a bit older. I would have liked to get it renovated. So if we decide to not move, we will probably do that. Pretty basic, kind of typical Spanish bathroom. And actually from the bathroom window, you also have a nice view on the mountains, but also a lot of weeds. So now we're gonna continue through the outside. So actually the guest house is below our terrace. This is my car. Here is Biscuit. Here is our garden, our gates with wolves that I had custom made. There you have the main house with all the dogs going crazy now. This is our terrace. Here you normally have a really beautiful mountain view, but it's quite cloudy today, so normally there's really big mountains behind there. You can't see them today. And the sleeping bag hanging to dry. And up there is the pool, and then you have the garden that basically goes all the way to up here. Then here you have another little terrace with a barbecue area, but we actually never use that. So let's go up here. The pool right now is quite dirty because we've been working in the garden and our pool filter is broken. So we have someone coming tonight to have a look at it. So because there was calima, which means like a sandstorm, there's lots of sand in the pool, as you can tell. But when the filter is fixed, it will be gone. So here we have, just quickly gonna put the pillow in here. So here you still see the calima sand that we're trying to get rid of. So little chairs, rocking chair, swinging chair, swing. And then here is a part of the garden, pool house, which we just use for storage. There is some crap that we still need to get rid of. There you have the upper garden. This right here. At night, you really have a really beautiful view here. I mean, you always have a beautiful view here. But at night, you see all the little lights of the houses, which is fun to look at. Now we're gonna go into the house. So this room is the sunroom. That's all the dog stuff there as well. This is probably my favorite room in the house because there's lots of light and I love the view you have there. And going in. So here you have the kitchen. As you can tell, I love pastel colors. Medication of the dog. And here's like a little utility room with fridge, freezer, and so on. Then the living room. The little fireplace. And again, the mountain view. And then here you have the bathroom. Which is also the bedroom. I had this window installed, so I took the wall out because I'm in love with this view. Huge bath. And then this is just a bit of a random room where Luke is chilling in the window. Yeah. Luke is our 3-legged cat. Because we have very little room for storage, everything is stored in here. So we had 2 real estate agents come today to take a look at our house. They both loved it, so that was good. They really liked all the renovations that I did, and they were quite excited, especially about the views, which I'm gonna miss a lot, and the location. They were a bit hesitant about some things, such as that I made the bedroom and the bathroom into one big space. So the second bedroom is not really a second bedroom anymore. But one of them thought that was really cool, and the other one was like, it's gonna be a bit harder to sell. So things to keep in mind if you do innovations and you want to resell your house at some point. But overall, they were really positive. They said they had to do a bit of research into the area, and then they would let me know the valuation. They're also gonna come back with a drone. So that's gonna be nice, because I do think that sometimes it's a bit hard to capture on video or in photos, you know, like the whole area. We actually were lucky because it was super cloudy in the morning, but then as real estate agents were there, it brightened up a bit. So that was good. And then they said that the house needed to be more empty, but I felt like I already tidied up quite a bit and emptied most of it, so it was a bit hard. I mean, you can't really put your stuff anywhere else apart from your house unless you would like rent a storage or something. And I've seen houses that are super cluttered online, so I thought that was a bit strange. And then the weirdest thing of all was that one of the real estate agents asked me very seriously if I was selling the dogs with the house. And I was like, huh? Because she asked me if I was gonna sell the business. So I thought she meant Airbnb business. So I was like, yeah, sure. The next owners can also do Airbnb. They just need to apply for their own rental license. And then she was like, no, I mean the dog rescue business. So then she said, the dogs? Are you selling the dogs? No. I mean, I know that would make the house value go up to $1 million, but no thanks. So right now I'm walking some of the dogs, and every time I'm on a walk, I am thinking that I don't want to move because the views on our walks are just absolutely amazing. So I think one of the first things that I'm gonna do if there is a house that I like is go for a very long walk around the property. I'm also really going to miss our neighbors because I have really the best neighbors. We have a really fun community of young people. But luckily, I will move in the area normally, so I can still come here and hang out with them. And then, of course, go for these gorgeous walks. They also really loved the custom gates that I had made. So that was also, oh, he has something in his paw. So right now is a season where all of these little plant bits are flying around and they always get stuck in the dog's fur and in their paws. Especially Duvel because he has this really long fur and he just attracts all kinds of things. Sticks, plants, everything. And Pancake is the same, as well as Pomelu because they have this long hair. So tomorrow I'm going to visit two houses. One is a little castle almost. It has this little tower, which I really like. And then the other one is a house where a lot is made out of wood, which I think looks a bit Scandinavian. Quite strange, I would say, for Spain. Also not really my thing, but it has a really beautiful wooden deck outside and a really beautiful view from what I can tell from the pictures. So I'm really curious to see what it's like. This realtor still has to confirm, but she said she would be in the house tomorrow. And I asked her to visit in the afternoon because I'm seeing the other house in the morning. So hopefully I can visit both and then have a good idea of the houses that are for sale and what I can get when I sell my house. These two houses are significantly cheaper than the price that I hope my house will go for. So let's see. I will of course record videos when I'm there so you can also see them and have a bit of an idea of the Andalusian real estate market. So if you want to learn a bit more about buying property in Spain or buying a house that fits 11 dogs comfortably, then subscribe to my channel and like this video if you enjoyed it.